Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is 9:01 a.m. and you are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It's Tuesday. It's a new day, and we are going to do something that you've never seen before on Good Morning Aurora. We now have a makeup department, only for this episode, actually, and we're going to be happy to show you guys something great and highlight scouting as well. Our guests today are Lynn Bogacki and Zach of the Three Fires Council Ottawa District, specifically. So if you're looking them up on Facebook, it's the Ottawa District Three Fires Council. So shout them out. We're here to talk about the Bald Eagles Club and Braving the Shave. So before we get into all of that, how are you gentlemen doing today? How you feeling?
Good. Ready for a haircut.
Okay. All right. Zach, how you feeling?
Good. Glad to be back, Curtis.
All right. Good to see you again. Absolutely. I want to read briefly. Now, we've shared this flyer on our social media as well, so we're going to talk about this right now. Saturday, June 14th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Whether you're an Eagle Scout or not, you can participate at a partner location to shave your head and raise money for Three Fires Council in St. Baldrick's. For participating, you can earn your official Bald Eagles Club patch. So, what's the genesis of Brave the Shave? How did this begin? And let's talk about what's going on with St. Baldrick's.
Yeah, so part of the genesis was shout out to our coworker and registrar, Kelly Quinn, who is currently in treatment for large B-cell lymphoma. And as someone who's employed at the council office and knowing that there are all kinds of families throughout our council area who have experienced and their lives have been touched by cancer, we felt that it was an important way for us to do a good turn and support not just scouting but also St. Baldrick's and be able to raise money for childhood cancer research. And so that was sort of the impetus for coming up with a new program, and we're excited to launch it.
Nice, that's awesome. And Zach?
Yeah, scouts are always trying to serve the community, right? Do our best. Be brave is one of the 12 points of the Scout Law. So just encouraging scouts to stand up for causes and things that they believe in, support, their community, their friends, their family, people that are touched by cancer. So trying to give an opportunity for scouts and people in the community to do that.
Right. This is a great way to support cancer research especially. So I was recently on St. Baldrick's Foundation's website, and they give a lot of information and statistics about cancer and childhood cancer and how important the research is. So this event is definitely very welcome, a very good thing to do. And there's 6 participating locations as well. Foitos Tonsorial Parlor.
Voltos.
Oh, that's an L, not an I. Okay. Scouts can read too, right? Aaron Lynn Studios, Old Time Barbershop. 3 DeCarlo Salon and Spa, Sport Clips, and then Floyd's 99 Barbershop. You don't have to be a Scout to participate, but you do need to register. Again, this flyer is on our social media. Please register and brave the shave. So will you guys be going to these individual locations on the day of, or will there be Scoutmasters there also getting their hair cut in different places, just greeting folks who come out, or will there be more hair cutting of the team?
Yeah, thanks for the question. That's a great question. We would love to have representatives from Scouting be at these locations. We don't currently have those volunteers. It ends up being kind of a busy time of year. A lot of Scouts are going on high adventure and camping, and so they have those commitments, and we're excited that they're honoring those commitments. But if there are others who are watching today who are interested in being that kind of ambassador to this program, we would love to chat with them.
Right. And the volunteer opportunities are also on the website as well, and you can find that information out on the Facebook page also. Now, let's talk about the patch. I'm feeling the patch. The bald
you can peel that off if you want. I mean, it's just taped on there for right now.
Oh, look at.
So
Scouts are also crafty.
So the hat.
Here's the patch.
Yeah.
It's awesome. This is awesome. Let's talk about the hat.
The hat was actually purchased by our scout executive. We have them all for the council staff. It's just a purple hat in honor of Kelly. Kelly's favorite color is purple, and so we all wore those at one point to kind of wish her well and offer her some emotional support. And then the patch, the council designed that. We had that made. There are 100, kind of a limited edition run of that patch, but everyone that participates is eligible to receive a complimentary limited edition Bald Eagles Club patch.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you guys also just recently, a month ago, almost 2 months ago, had the Everyday Heroes Breakfast 2025. Let's talk about that, and let's talk about the impact of local heroes also, and scouting as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So it was a great event. We had, 150 people, 200 people at the event, honored some local heroes. It's our third one we've done in Aurora, and raised some money for scouting. So appreciate everybody that came out and supported it. And it's very similar to, the Bald Eagle Club that we're talking about now. It's all about recognizing local heroes, right? People that just get up every day and do their best in their community, are helpful, friendly, courteous, kind to the people that are around them, because that's what makes a difference in our community, right? We need the outstanding heroes that run into a burning building and pull people out of danger, absolutely. But the more youth that we can impact and show that, everyday heroes is what pushes a community forward and binds a community together, those are the actions that we're trying to instill in kids.
Right. And anyone can do that. Again, you don't have to, our first responders, emergency personnel, and police officers do a great job, but the average individual, that 12-year-old kid, doing your chores for mom, will make you an everyday hero. Right?
Think of Jalen Lockhart, right?
He was at the
mail carrier that just happened to be in the right place at the right time and did the right thing. I mean, that's the kind of community servant that we see coming out of our program, and that's why we want to have more youth in it.
Right. Now, let's talk about your own personal entrances into scouting. Okay, we'll start with you, Lynn. How did you get into scouting? Let's take it from the beginning, because we had our first interview now. It's been about 4 years.
It has.
Since our very first interview.
Yeah, so those of you that missed that interview and want to check it out again, I'm sure it's still online. But
oh, yeah, it's on YouTube and Spotify.
There you go. Those that need the refresher, I only had 2 years in Cub Scouts, and I know that because I have approximately 2 Pinewood Derby cars that I still take with me to scouting events and talk about. But that is the extent of my youth experience in scouting. It wasn't until 2008, my wife and I found out we couldn't have children of our own. I decided to go back to school. 2010, I started teaching at Aurora Central Catholic, and then I moved on to Mattia Valley, so I've kept it local, public and private schools, east and west side of Aurora, and then COVID hit. And so COVID was the sort of moment where you have kids coming back for the first time, and they've been away for a long time. They've been on their phones for that time, and they lost some experience. They came back to school, and I think were a little bit behind on that mental, emotional, social health matrix, right? Sure. And so when they came back, I said, kids need more support outside of the school than sometimes they do in, or at least they need as much support outside as they do in. And so I made the jump and started working for Three Fires Council in 2021.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Zach, your introduction?
Yeah, so I've been a part of scouting really most of my life. I've been registered. I started out in first grade, so I'm an only child raised by a single mom, so it was really important for her to get me into a program where I could have adult associations, I could have male role models, and I'm very grateful to the program and everything that it gave me, and credit it to, being able to hold a conversation right here on a live program and talk in front of people and just all the skills that I have. So I've worked for the Scouts for about 13 years now, and I really enjoy it because it's all about supporting our volunteers. So we've got about 3,000 volunteers across the 4 counties that we serve.
Oh, wow.
And those 3,000 volunteers put in about 1 million program hours to our 7,000 youth that we serve on an average throughout the year. So being able to train them, recruit them, resource them, help them as much as we can so that they can deliver the program is what I really enjoy.
Absolutely. What have been some of the recent local accolades that you guys have received or new associations that have been made?
Well, in Aurora, I can speak to how much Scouting loves Aurora. We've got Troop 1894 at the Aurora Regional Fire Museum. That number is not happenstance. It's not an accident. It's on the sign right out front. If you look at the Aurora Regional Fire Museum, it says circa 1894.
Oh.
And so the Scouts said, hey, let's make this kind of a touchstone for us. We're starting with the Fire Museum. We should be called Troop 1894. That, notably, is a troop for girls. Not every municipality has a troop specifically for girls, which is exciting.
Okay.
And then also we have on the east side of Aurora, we have PAC 131, which is named after the East Aurora School District.
That's
and
awesome.
that's an exciting partnership to have.
Very good, very good. And then there's also the, I want to make sure that I get this correct, because Officer Will Whitfield is involved. There is the Aurora Police Department's PAC. Is that correct?
Explorer Post.
Okay, Post, right.
847.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wanted to give that a shout out because I recently saw Officer Will Whitfield. Good morning to you, sir. And that's just another example of a great collaboration between Scouting and the city. The time is 9:12 a.m. If you are just joining us, we are here with the Three Fires Council talking about the Bald Eagles Club, local associations, and much more, including what Scouting can do for you and the youth of Aurora. Good morning to you all. Now, the Bald Eagles Club, once again, is going to be Saturday, June 14th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. On that particular day as well, there is something new that has it's going to be starting. That's the Kane County Tribute to Heroes. So we'll be sharing this flyer as well coming up. But this is going to be from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. on the same day, that's Saturday, at Water Street Studios in Batavia. Let's talk about this and its inception, how this got started.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about the Everyday Heroes event that we run in Aurora. We actually have 7 events that we run across the 4 counties that are all about, of course, raising funds for our Scouts, but also highlighting local heroes, businesses, people that are doing good work in their community. And most of those events are kind of themed on what we call Tribute to Heroes or Everyday Heroes. So we've got the 4 counties that we serve. And this event we're excited about. We've done a Tri-City event in the past, but we've kind of broadened it out to serve kind of the whole county to catch all the communities that aren't kind of encompassed by the Everyday Heroes we do here in Aurora, and then we do run a Tribute to Heroes kind of event in Elgin. So kind of everybody else in the county we'd like to try and bring together. And June 14th is Flag Day for anybody that doesn't know, and Flag Day started in Batavia. They've got a beautiful Flag Day monument, if anybody hasn't been to it, that they've worked really hard to build up. So we're working with that group and those volunteers that have tried to kind of make that a big source of pride for that community in Batavia. So this will be kind of one of several events that are happening that day, but it's essentially the kickoff event for Flag Day. So you can come on out. It's a free event like any of our others. Have some good barbecue. It'll be kind of a picnic kind of style event at Water Street Studios. We've got honorees here that we can highlight and talk about that we'll be honoring. But free event, come on out, hear about Scouting, recognize some local heroes, and if you feel so inclined to support Three Fires Council and the work you're doing, you can make a gift.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let's talk about the heroes. Austin Dempsey, CEO of Batavia Enterprises Incorporated. Sheriff Ron Hain, King County Sheriff. Tom Anderson, Director of Scooping Fund, Colonial Cafe and Ice Cream. Diane Aarons, Marine Corps veteran and President of Operation Sweet Life, and then the Kane County Cougars as the Major League Baseball Partner League. That's awesome. That is amazing. Flag Day was started in Batavia?
Yeah, they've got a great history there. I'd encourage anybody to check out the information they're putting out from Batavia. So they've got I can't remember his name, but a local historian coming in that wrote a book on kind of the guy that started Flag Day. He was Batavian, lived there for 20 years or something along that. Fact check me, please, on some of this. But yes, very much started in Batavia. It was kind of an idea that he had started, and it grew from there. Austin was a big proponent of the Flag Day Memorial that they built kind of right by their city hall, right on the Fox River. And they've just really embraced it and trying to make it kind of, part of their brand as a local community.
Absolutely. So I'm familiar with Operation Sweet Life, familiar with the Kane County Cougars. They do a lot of great work in the community and support a lot of organizations. In fact, Neighbor Project, for every home run that they hit, $50 goes to Neighbor Project. So that is just one example. Sheriff Ron Hain, great. When Good Morning Aurora started, when we were like 8 months old, the very first person who wasn't a friend of mine who would say yes, that I knew would come on, was Ron Hain. The first email I crafted, the first crack at it, to get a guest of substance, someone, again, that just wasn't a friend that would say yeah, was Ron Hain. And I still got that email. He replied back like, absolutely. And that felt really good. That was a really good feeling. So anyway, June 14th is the day. This is going to be at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. You can enjoy barbecue here. And then when you wash your hands and don't have a white T-shirt on, Scouts are clean. Scouts are clean.
You got it.
Then you come out to any of the 6 partner locations here. And again, this flyer right now is on our Facebook page. Feel free to go check out the partner locations, register as well, Brave the Shave. Question before we get to the fun part of the show. When you guys are at the events, and perhaps it's not, an Everyday Heroes breakfast. Maybe it's one of the posts or people just checking out what you got online. What's the engagement like from those youth or those individuals who have no idea about scouting? How many novices or people do you meet who are new to scouting?
Yeah, so every year we recruit about 1,200 new kids into our program. And of course, because we're a youth-based program, you're always losing kids, right? They age out, They go away to college, things like that. But we recruit about 1,200 new youth and families into our program every year. Scouting's been around for 115 years, so we've got a long legacy. But, even though we've been around for a long time, we're not always necessarily the first thing people think about when it comes to a program that can be fun. Some of the stuff Len mentioned earlier too, we're a program that is very unique, right? When I talk to families about joining scouting, I'm asking them to go camping and spend time outside and put their phones down for a weekend and do things that are very unnatural in today's society, right? 50 years ago, that was normal stuff, right? Yeah. Now it's not, but we believe that it's even more important to get kids outside, be active, have interactions that aren't just solely on screens, right? And be able to hold conversations with their peers, with older youth, with adults. So it can be challenging. We're a volunteer-based program. We need people to run these programs, and I'm asking you to do something that might be uncomfortable. To get outside of your home, get off your screen, go camping for a weekend, go on a hike, things like that.
Shave your head.
Shave your head, right?
But that's where you can grow. Yeah.
Exactly. It's all about youth growth, right? It's all about giving opportunities to our kids so that they can push those boundaries in a safe environment, so that they can be exceptional people that one day we're recognizing as local heroes.
Absolutely. That's wonderful. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm proud to tell you something that we have a makeup department. Now I know, Curtis, you don't need makeup. Thank you. I know that. But right now we're gonna shave Len live on TV, ladies and gentlemen, because he is going to demonstrate what the patch means, the strength of the partnership with St. Baldrick's, and also he's going to get his head shaved. He's going to brave the shave right now. Oh, Lord.
Here goes.
Bum, 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 bum.
Classic.
I've never seen this man without hair, so this should be really cool.
Go easy on me.
Yep.
I was thinking about it this morning, and I thought, well, I might look like a villain, but I'll feel like a hero.
Lex Luthor.
This
Superman,
is for
yeah.
you,
Yep.
Kelly.
Yep. Well, your support is very well appreciated, as Kelly obviously knows, and the people who do take part in this. Recently, McCarty Mills held a I can't think of the name of their particular one, but supporting St. Baldrick's Foundation, donating locks and donating hair to a certain length to the organization. It was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, leave him like that. Leave him like that.
Half the shave.
Uncle Junior from The Sopranos. We've also done many things. When we were talking in our first interview, I remember we were talking about some of the great people who've also been scouts in American history. Some of the great things the scouts have done worldwide and nationally too.
Yeah, we've got a huge alumni base of people, and this would be a great event for some of our alumni. You asked who's going to be at the event and stuff, and right, scouts are always out and busy, and we'll have some there, but maybe call out to our alumni, past leaders, past scouts that have been in our program that find the time and feel the call right now to
Dan
do
Barrero.
something different. Yeah, let's get Dan Barrero. Yeah, let's start
Dan
shouting out names. Who else can we call out right now? Absolutely.
Yep. Will Whitfield is bald, right? Is he bald? I just saw
think
the
so.
guy. I can't. No, he's got hair.
He does. I noticed a breeze in here now.
Right, you can tell. Yeah, absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, the time is 9:22. If you're just joining us, we are here with our friends of the Three Fires Council, Zach and Lynn, as Lynn is getting his head shaved to demonstrate in action, braving the shave, and the Bald Eagles Club. Good stuff, good stuff. This is a great look for you now. Now that I can see, you kind of got a Stone
It's
Cold
not bad.
Steve Austin thing without the muscles.
Thank you.
That wasn't a, but
I'm just happy the shampoo budget has gone down. Now.
That is awesome.
Get those last little bits here.
Shout out to our shaver too.
Absolutely, absolutely. I need
Yeah,
someone
and
to
all
help
of our,
shave me.
honestly, all of our volunteers, the 6 locations that this is happening at, we have volunteers for all of those locations who have stepped up and said, I will help you do this. And we're not offering anything to them other than they're being able to support 2 great causes at the same time.
Right, absolutely. Yay!
That's it.
Look at that, man! You look good.
Thank you.
You look good. You look good.
Feels good.
We rocked it. We rocked it. That was awesome.
And there you go.
Okay, look at that. Gather up that. Nice. Awesome. So one thing that I do want to let you guys know is that I told Lynn this story. So when I joined the Navy, I had a hard time tying hitches and things like that until a man, rest in peace, Harold Cadman, showed me with, his butter with his fingers. I never saw anything so impressive. He was like, "You can't tie a hitch," and it was very impressive. But and he was a New York guy. The things that scouts are able to do, the skills that you can learn, can save a life. The different things that you can learn through scouting. And in fact, for my friends who are friends with me on Facebook, you'll notice that my logo, my actual Facebook thing, is the challenge coin that my friends of the Three Fires Council gave to me. And that means a lot to me, and that's why it's not changed. And I appreciate it very much, and I appreciate everything that scouting stands for. There's a lot of people who have not gotten the chance to leave their hometown or go see different things, go to different places, go to different states or countries. So every opportunity that exists to share that kind of information that can raise up a person and take them and show them something new, will always have a place here on Good Morning Aurora. So I really do appreciate everything that the Three Fires Council does, and that's why you guys see us supporting them all the time. I encourage you guys to definitely follow them on Facebook, hit the link, and if you can get involved in any way or even donate, you should please consider doing so. That it definitely helps lives continuously. 9:25 is the time. Oh, you earned that badge, brother.
Absolutely. Good Morning Aurora first.
That is
There it
awesome.
is.
Yep. So with the last couple of minutes that we got, what's next? What's next for the 3-5? I mean, we've got these events again, Saturday, June 14th. But what's next? What's the next 3 years look like for what we're doing here?
I think any way we can get more youth into our movement and do that as much as we can and allow for transformative experiences, that's a wonderful thing. So we're always going to be here doing that. We're going to get more kids into day camps. We are going to take them to our fishing derby, which is actually coming up. We didn't talk about that one.
Jericho Lake.
Yes.
Right? Yep,
yes.
absolutely.
We're going to provide programming. We're going to support volunteers with training opportunities. There is never an unbusy, a dull time in scouting, and so we're going to look for new opportunities to grow because we want this movement to be relevant in the 21st century.
Absolutely. I've saved that flyer. So the flyer that Lynn just mentioned about the fishing derby will be shared on our platforms as well. Last words, Zach?
Yeah, a little bit to answer your question too. So our Camp Big Timber up in Elgin is celebrating its 100th anniversary starting next year. So, you know, we've been in the community a long time and we intend to continue to be in the community, and we just encourage anybody that's looking for fun and experiences like shaving your head or exploring local parks or traveling to destinations across this country to look us up and get involved in scouting.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 9:27 is the time. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's show. I definitely appreciate sharing the word about scouting and definitely bringing this information to the community. Once again, please follow the Three Fires Council on Facebook and all of their social, Instagram as well. And also, again, visit the website. See how you can get involved. There's many great ways to support the organization. Right now, that is it. We've cut hair. We've given you the news. We told you about barbecue and all of those things. That's an action-packed show for you. Good Morning Aurora is going to wrap it up for now, but Buenos Dias Aurora is about to begin shortly here at 9:30. And the guest this morning with Aaron Rodriguez is Rosie Torres. We will see you guys very soon. Once again, support the Three Fires Council. Take care of yourself and each other.
Feeling bullied by your bank?
Hey, I got a random overdraft fee.
You've reached our main menu. If you're disputing an overdraft fee, please press 4. Or just hang up and call back tomorrow.
Are you pretending to be a robot?
Goodbye.
Stop banking the same way expecting different results and start banking where you matter. Wintrust. Different approach, better results.
YEP gives me a lot of hope for the future, not just here locally, but as those kids go out into the world and they share their perspectives and their passions, it's going to be infectious. It's going to spread. So they're just an amazing organization that sets their partners and this community up for success. The future of this community and honestly the country and the world is bright with the kids that are on that YEP program because they're going to save the world. They're doing incredible work, and to just get to know them and learn about their passions was a very fulfilling experience for me. Without the Community Foundation, it would be much more difficult for Hesed House and so many other organizations here locally to enact our mission on a daily basis.